So this is the one I was looking forward to. Both my wife and I were really looking forward to watching Ghostbusters 2 because this is the one that she and I have the most kind of remembrances of. We were both too young for the original Ghostbusters, so number 2 is the one that we remember more. And let's say this right at the start. There are some great ideas in this movie, but ultimately this movie is only good if you haven't seen the original Ghostbusters. This whole time I'm watching the movie thinking, what are you doing? Because whilst you got an interesting story, which is this ancient medieval guy Vigo putting himself in a painting and then coming back for his resurrection, the river of slime, all this kind of stuff, I really like that. It's well done, it's interesting, it's good. Problems I have with this movie involve pretty much all of the character stuff. And it's because everyone in this movie, all of the main characters, doesn't matter who you are. And we've got pretty much all the actors from the original movie in this. We've got, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Sigourney Weaver, Ernie Hudson, Rick Moranis, all these kinds of things. You've got the acting talent there, you've got the writing talent there, you've got the directing talent here with Ivan Reitman. You've got all this talent here, and then rather than tell us the continuing story of these characters or anything like that, you put them all under the same fucking story arcs as the first movie. So rather than seeing how Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver are going on with their relationship and how things are going there, instead it's exactly the same as the first movie. They're not together and they get together by the end. All of the journeys are kind of like that. No one believes in the Ghostbusters. They're all full of shit. Until they do again. And then, they're the heroes again. It's incredibly lazy. And it ruins what is, like, the best parts of the film. The River of Slime. Vigo in the painting. Is it Andy McNichol? Who plays the Vigo's little dude, the art guy? I know him from Alan McBeal, the only other thing I know him from, but Peter McNichol, I think his name is. So anything to do with Peter McNichol and Vigo, the painting, voiced by Max von Sydow, by the way, which is really freaking cool. There's some cool moments, there's some cool effects. Unfortunately, all of it is marred by just the same old. It's as if, like, Ghostbusters was so successful that they were all hounded about doing a potential sequel. And then they just do the quickest, laziest script they could possibly do, put it out there, movie didn't do very well, it flopped. Oh, good, now we don't have to do another one. Is that the kind of thinking they were going with? They can't, really. They must have gone into this trying to do something interesting and fun. Why did it not turn out that way? It's a passable time. Like, it's an hour and 48 minutes. It's only a couple minutes longer than the original. There's some good jokes here. There's some good moments, as I said. But you've seen it. Like, the way I felt about this was kind of like when I watched The Force Awakens. Except that The Force Awakens wasn't made by the originals. It was made by new people. Whereas this movie, Ghostbusters 2, is made by the originals and is... This is kind of like, I would put as textbook how not to do a sequel. How to do something just completely unsatisfying. I wanted to love this too because I remember playing this and playing scenes of this with friends in the schoolyard in primary school. I remember watching a cartoon that was on around this time. I remember seeing this at the movies when I was a little boy with my dad in Melbourne in the city. And of course I loved it. Because I don't think I'd seen the original at this time. Or if I had, it'd only be once on VHS and that was about it. So this movie, because I didn't have strong feelings or memories of the original, this was my Ghostbusters. Now as an adult, as I've watched these two movies, Ghostbusters 1 is a freaking good time. Ghostbusters 2, eh. At least there's less smoking in this one, so I'll give it that. But at the end of the day, there are some things I genuinely love about this movie. Unfortunately, it's all wrapped up in I've seen this before, done better. This is a 4 out of 10. It's kind of lazy. Yeah. 2 movies does not a franchise make. There is no Ghostbusters franchise. It was just 2 movies. God, there's 2 more. I know my wife's not going to watch the next one with me. Oh, shit. Do I have to do the next one? Can I just skip to Afterlife? Is that alright? Alright, fine.